Welcome to Will's House Podcast on Will's Music House. We're live again Wednesday, November the 13th, 2024. And we're here with the cast and our guests. And don't forget to like and subscribe and follow the channel. Share the content, join our Discord, interact with the show. You can interact live or later. And, post some topics in there. We can talk about them on the pod. Even you can join a voice chat and come on live, if we get some engagement in there. So don't forget to join the Discord, support on Patreon, and make the channel amazing like all our viewers do. And with that, let's get to everybody. And we have everybody on the screen now. And everybody's going to introduce themselves right to left, starting with Brody.
What up? It's bitches Brody. Man, I don't think I like it without the headphones. This seems so odd. I'm about to go back to headphones, dog.
We're missing one pair if you guys need headphones.
Damn.
Oh, man, this sounds so much better. Yeah, it's bitches Brody. The local bozo.
I got you, Rob.
I had to fucking hear myself on this one. Yeah, you know what the fuck it is. You know the vibes around here. You dig. Damn. Oh, I got Marvin the Martian on the hat. Shout out Marvin the Martian.
Wait.
He the best Looney Tunes character.
I want to do it without the mic, though. Yo, it's Marcus WT.
I told you. It doesn't seem right.
Yeah. It's WTMB with the headphones on now. Fucking, you know how we're coming. Welcome to Will's Music House. Rob don't have no shit.
Yo,
that's crazy.
Fuck?
I got you. No, I got
that
you.
Shit don't matter, man. This
Rob
Innexh, bro. Fucking my circle. Shit, you trying to cut into my intro, but it's Innexh, fucking memeologist, Discord troll, lead host of What's Next. We're going to talk about that later on, but shout out to Will's Music House.
Next up,
it's Domingo Kite, a.k.a. Meezy Mestizo, producer, vocalist, rapper, occasional voice actor, kind of a show booker now, too, I guess. I do all sorts of things. I'm keeping it together every day. That's what KITE stands for now.
Keeping it together every day.
Yes,
Haven't
sir.
you dropped that on us before?
Jacob, when he was on here, on the Twan Manziel
he had the
episode,
merch
he had
on.
the shirt. Yeah.
Okay.
I just got a whole bunch of more of those shirts printed for Thanks Meezy. So pull up the Thanks Meezy if you want to cop the shirt.
And we're definitely going to talk about that as the show goes on. And
yeah.
Thanks to everybody for coming to the pod. We missed our subscribers last show, but we're back. We're back ready for more with our subs and with our viewers and the new viewers who joined the channel from some of our new content. I don't know if you guys have seen, but we've been posting performances and stuff. We got a couple new things coming out. We got another music video coming out on the channel soon. So we got some cool stuff coming on Will's Music House. And this is the Will's House Podcast with Innexh, Brody, Marcus, and Domingo Kite. So we're going to get into the show this week. And like I said, don't forget to join the Discord. We can do some really fun stuff with Discord. If you like the show and think you could add to the show, the Discord is very important for that. And I really appreciate anybody who joins the community. So, yeah, with that, I want to catch up with the cast. And we really got to catch up because, you know, we missed a show in between. And I need to catch up with you guys. So I want to know what's on everybody's highlight reel. And so this is like a new take on the W of the week. You know what I'm saying? I want to know about your highlight reel, you know? So I'm going to start with Brody. What's been on your highlight reel?
Main thing on my highlight reel for sure is Young Thug getting out of jail. Shout out Thugger. That was a big one. Cavs going undefeated, a big one. Yeah, bro, just been big chilling for real. I'm trying to think of what else has been going on in the week. Honestly, nothing too crazy. Are you guys going to take the paper towel out of that? I'm scared of a fire.
Who put a paper?
Dude, I left it when he looked at me. I thought he was implying the paper towel. I left it. I wanted you to do it because I was intrigued if we would ever get a fire from it.
I was
Like, we're all right here. Like, obviously we could handle it. I was just like intrigued if it'd get to that point.
But yeah, that's
People really do just want to watch the world burn.
motherfuckers are crazy. Dude.
And you know, that's so Marcus. Oh, I'm just going to let things happen that are no good. No, I'm just kidding. Thanks for
If
caring,
bad
guys.
didn't happen, how would we know what good is?
So Brody, that's on your highlight reel for the last 4 weeks. Anything else on your radar that you want to share with the crew?
I got a short attention span. I'd be forgetting things that happened the next day. But no, yeah, Young Thug getting out was cool. I don't know. Music been pretty cool lately, honestly. A lot of shit been dropping. I've been fucking with that new Denzel Curry track, that Hard in the Paint joint that he sampled. Local music been cool. I've gone to a couple of decent big shows. We just did Totally Rad last week at the ICKS Center. A lot of people there, honestly. It was a big turnout. Marcus was supposed to come, but he bailed on me, so I had to roll solo dolo.
That's bullshit.
Marcus took too long golfing,
That's
so
bullshit.
I couldn't wait for him. I was trying to be there, closed at 5, you know. But yeah, I feel like the city's getting very, you know, out and about lately. I think it's very good for our area and everything like that. That's just been going on. So yeah, I've been fucking with the local scene and everything like that.
Yeah.
Damn.
This dude Will trying to hide that he want to hit some crack again.
Not hitting crack.
This dude literally, you just heard him probably in the background say, "Let me hit
You
that."
want to hit this, Will?
You talking about the dude over there with the crack pipe?
We're having a very
He
chaotic
specifically
episode
instructed
tonight.
us beforehand, like not to mention that. That's supposed to be like the elephant in the room, but it's like right there, dude. Like, it's right there.
Yeah, dude, no big W's lately. The cold weather been hitting lately, so the flea market been dead. So I don't got any cool flea market finds to share with anybody lately. Here, you can hit mine.
Nice.
Cool. But yeah, I was sad I didn't get to see the homies the other episode, so you know it kind of sucked. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to see the boys, you know, get together with the gang.
Yeah, and Brody was just carrying. Like he said, it's been a chaotic episode. First, we had a camera die. And second, the other camera wouldn't work. And then third, it made the other camera stop working. And fourth, then they were frozen. So we've had problems on problems. But, you know, we roll with the punches. We roll with the technical difficulties. And we're here and we're live and we're with you guys. Don't forget to join the Discord. Like I said, it's really important.
Yeah, we tried to do the episode with no headphones, and then we all realized that we couldn't do it with no headphones.
Every time you say
It was
that,
possible, but you guys are so used to it. You like hearing yourself, and
Nah,
Yeah,
I
that's
get
what I'm
it.
saying.
I'm fine.
Oh yeah, we'll see.
It's probably a little different after the intro. I just had to
You
hear
wanna bet?
myself.
Yeah. All right. And then,
You want to bet?
all right. And then, Marcus, what's on your highlight reel for the last couple weeks?
Man, dude, it's been a crazy one for me. I had a birthday. I turned 27.
Old ass man.
Yeah,
I'm
basically,
Mazel tov.
basically 65 now. So
My birthday is like 2 days before Marcus's, so I definitely did have a birthday as
Brody,
well.
yeah, that's what I say. Brody definitely was born
You
like
can, you can get a rental car now.
No, dude, I'm 27.
Yeah,
I'm
I was
older
gonna
than
say, he older
Marcus.
than me. He old man. He's 67.
Yeah, we old as fuck.
Well, you can now. You can get a rental car. I'm pretty sure. It's
You
25.
could get a rental
it's
car at like
25.
24.
No, I thought it was
You-
25.
Nah.
That's
it's
like
just-
years ago.
They changed that whole entire shit up.
Yeah, I got fucked back then.
Yeah, no.
All right. So you had a birthday, and what
I had a
else is on your
birthday.
highlight
Then,
reel?
then we had in WTMB. I had like the.
And before you get to that,
No.
we have a whole WTMB segment.
Oh,
you know,
so you
and
don't want me to say WTMB? Well,
I know you got. Okay, let's get the highlight, and then we can.
Well, I
you
had
know,
my 20K bet.
Whew.
Hit my 20K bet. Yusuf Zalal, Mike Malat. I shared that on Twitter like a week beforehand. Told the world it would feed families. It did in fact feed. Actually shared it with you guys as well. Then I had a 20-unit week.
What,
this
you
past
shared
week.
it? You shared it in our Discord?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So see, another reason to join the community.
And
Marcus gives back.
I do feed. No kids, but I feed families. There's a bar for you, Domingo.
Yeah, we got this man going tonight.
Yeah, we're recruiting Marcus back to rapping.
No,
Gamble
it's not
rap.
happening.
We're getting him to
the
gamble
other
rap.
highlight is yeah, dude, the fuck Brody war really took a great step forward on the battlegrounds. We ditched Brody the other day when we were fucking golfing. I had a decision to make. It was golf for Brody, and at the core of my heart, I knew it was fuck Brody.
I respected the
We
decision.
took a dub. He bitched about not me coming. That's a win. The Brody war goes on.
We continue the fight. Everybody truly thinks it's we hate each other off of just one
Dude, we
beef
were
on
arguing
Twitter.
on Twitter, and these dudes were like DMing us asking if we were really fighting, and we were just joking around, but it's hilarious.
Yeah, Marcus got a
Also-
gambling problem.
I don't have a gambling problem. You only have a problem if you're losing.
I respect that. 1-800-GAMBLER.
Not all addictions are bad. You can go to the gym. It's a great addiction.
Unless you like hurt yourself, right?
You could be addicted
It
to crack.
depends. What if you have like that one fetish like for hurting yourself?
Whoa.
Then that's probably a bad addiction to have.
It's not an addiction. It's a fetish then.
You just a freak for death.
Some people be into that shit.
Yeah, they do perk. For sure.
Left field. Okay. Rob, highlights.
We're gonna have Tristan pull up. I mean, that's crazy.
Tristan probably watched.
Hide behind your screen, spewing all this hatred and ugliness.
All right, and then Innexh, what's on your highlight reel? Can I get you scooting to your right a little bit? You're drifting.
yeah.
You're drifting,
Center
gang.
up, bud.
I'm grifting.
Whoa. Whoa.
Does that chair go down too? Them chairs ain't matching. Little behind the scenes. There we go.
Dude, but-
You're making Domingo like look crazy. We're like
Because he's
towering
there.
over him. What the fuck?
Back to the
gotta get
chaos.
I don't
gotta
blame
get
him though.
another
He's used to
chair.
being on the comfy couch
Look,
and he
that's
gets his
even
whole
now.
own
It's
angle.
even.
Yeah, it's perfect.
Even. But I didn't want to be like up, you know.
Yeah,
what
can we get your
I'm
mic? We
saying?
could tilt your mic down a little bit. You don't feel like you have to do one of these.
Yeah,
There you go.
I do like this new table more. Every time we sit at it, though, my elbows are a lot higher. I feel like I'm not
You're
slouching
not
as
smacking knees with
Hey.
anybody.
We're
Yeah.
gonna have in the WTMB segment. Can I like challenge the people that are watching to like give leg? Can we start like getting them to give legs and stuff?
Nah,
Make a
nobody's
bet,
about
a
it.
community bet.
Nobody's about
Soft
Maybe,
ass fucking
maybe if you
followers.
guys join the Discord, you know what I'm saying, we could get some community bets popping. Like we could do a bet every show, you know? Like there's a bunch of
Well-
sports going on tonight,
Well,
you know?
with
So-
what I got going on,
Rob got a lot.
I've been starting something called what's
Basically
next?
stole my name.
No, what's next?
I'm just playing.
This dude's
Damn,
just trying
wait
to
a
cut
sec.
in.
Hold
Yeah,
on,
this
hold
dude's
on,
just
hold
trying
on.
to cut
Wait a
in.
We got some beef going on here. What's
No,
this?
it's fuck Brody. I'm with Team Fuck Brody, so it's all
What
good.
the fuck?
This dude be hating on me on Twitter, so
Hey,
I
what's
haven't
up?
hated on you
What's
in forever.
What's next has what's the
Yeah.
next bet's full
Yeah.
support.
Yeah, no doubt. But
This
no,
is
he tuned in
crazy.
too. Yeah,
And I tuned in.
no, he tuned in for real though.
I was in that bitch dropping comments. I
Yeah.
said, "What's the?" I had because the way he spells it is Nexh, and I wrote, "What's the next?" with his spelling bet. I was like,
Yeah.
collab.
Yeah, no, yeah, that'll be my what is it? My area or whatever. No, I'm good. My channel. That'll be my channel for the Discord.
Brody
that-
Roses.
But
this
it's
shit
called.
Huh?
Oh my.
See, Marcus's manners are just like
No,
all.
it's all
You would
good.
think it's better in X because you're at the table and he actually can like. Because I deal with it all the time. I'm over here and you guys are over there. You know, people have said you guys are in the same room. To me, it's like yes. So you're over there. They can't even hear me. Marcus is just like I ignore everybody anyways, and he just wants to talk over you. So, Innexh, what's on your highlight reel?
Well, I'm starting up this little segment called "What's Next," and I'll have a collab with "What's the Next Bet" for myself as well. But I'll just be talking about sports mainly, and then I don't know, just a lot of different topics, basically like what we do here, but just more on a sporadic note. Especially, I don't know, I'll be going through mood swings. I don't know about others, but
He did say he was going to talk about women. So
Whoa,
pull on to
yeah,
that.
yeah. I mean, I'm gonna talk about whatever. It's just
You gonna
how
be-
I feel at the moment, and what's
You know,
popping. Like,
I saw that
but,
post.
yeah, we're gonna do it like once a week. Catch me on YouTube, if anything. I believe it's under Innexh Beats.
You going to
as
have your
well,
top
'cause I did drop
OnlyFans
some
girl of the
beats.
week?
That would be fire.
Yeah, it's like run down the land, but you drop
We'll get there. We'll get there. I'll do some shit like that. Like I would love to, but we'll get there. You know, I really do want to talk about sports because like the main topic will be sports. You know, I'll be just talking about like all the up and coming guys, rookies, people just going off right now that people might not be talking about, and then a lot of teams, you know, that people might be, you know, keeping under the radar, and then if anything, those people or teams you could bet on, you know? So, exactly. So that's the whole thing. And then also we're enjoying beautiful basketball. I think basketball's, NBA is at a very high level right now. But yeah, that's what we got going on. What is it? What's next? You know? I'm making that, I think I posted a reel for it already. So like an episode 1 type, you know, rough draft.
A pilot.
Up there. Yeah, exactly. A pilot. But,
yeah, it's like your pilot episode.
I did release some beats too. I did drop some beats on YouTube the other day, so you know, check out my YouTube channel, Innexh Beats.
Send in all the songs you make over the Innexh Beats.
Yeah.
Chase Rivnak says, "Ain't no one trying to hear you talk about the Detroit Pistons, bro."
Bro, what do you mean? They caught the dub. They've been catching dubs. Number 3, they're like number 4 in the East right now. Like they were the worst team. Like that's a turnaround, you know what I'm saying? Like,
is it the JB Bickerstaff effect?
No, it's I would say just the maturity of like the Pistons because they're such a young team, but they're like an OKC almost. Like they'll get there, you know. They're just all growing together, bro. Like pause, like they're literally all sophomores now. Like they all got drafted almost around the same time. Like 2 of them got drafted in the same draft, but they're all rookies. Everybody's under 21. Hey. Yeah, something slight. Domingo's feeling it.
I like your producer tag.
What is this?
Yeah, Innexh Beats.
Oh, you be making tight beats. I like that.
Just whatever. I just make a beat if it turns into a tight beat, you know? Like
NFL 2K25 anthem.
Yeah, I can see that.
Hey,
I can see
hey,
that.
send me the link to this. We about to write a fuck Brody diss on him.
Hey, I'm gonna be honest with you. Whatever gets Marcus back in the booth, it's worth it. I won the battle at that point.
Now I'm not doing it.
Hey, that's what I thought. He knew I was gonna win the battle.
You have to be strategic when you're a general at
so
war.
I'm not allowed to talk about the Pistons. I can talk about the Spurs. Like them dudes had a huge turnaround too. Like
Shout out Chris
you
Paul.
know, yeah. There's a lot of things to talk about, dude. But they might not have Popovich for a minute. This dude just suffered a stroke.
That's crazy.
Damn, he's down like John Fetterman.
Yeah, prayers up, bro. But like, yeah, you know what I'm saying. So like, I don't know how that coaching, you know, is gonna go. Like, with
it'll probably be like a couple months till he can like do that.
100%.
If he's all good.
But it'll be.
They
like,
said it was like he came back healthy, like he was fine.
Yeah,
but
I'm sure. But
I
like,
couldn't
it'll take some time.
I could imagine the NBA's probably looking at it like we really don't
Thanks.
want you back out here.
Yeah, or like to, you know, like suffer something at the, you know, at the game type shit.
Right.
Don't forget to
Knock
sub
on
to Innexh Beats on YouTube. That's where we played that beat from, and he's gonna start going live on there too. So if you like what Innexh has to say on the Will's House podcast, don't forget to check him out over on his own platform and sub over there. So that's what he's got going on his highlight reel, and we'll get over to Domingo. What's on your highlight reel?
Well, as of today, I am officially financially independent.
Let's
Okay.
go.
Yeah. Got the last of my
Hey.
stuff out of my parents' house. I got my own place now, own car now.
Hey,
We're in this shit now.
let's go.
Locked in.
Yep.
Did you
The
grocery shop for the first time yet?
I mean, I've grocery shopped before. Like, it's
No, I mean like in your own house though.
Oh, I mean, sort of, kind of. Like, I got a bunch of spices
Hey.
and like shit today, but like I haven't gotten like a proper
I'm not-
meal together yet. I mean, I'm still trying to get my shit moved in.
Feel that.
So like I've been eating like
Yo.
Taco Bell and the Subway.
Oh yeah,
Not
I was
the
eating
worst option.
Dude, I was eating Panda Express as soon as I got my crib. I was
Yeah.
eating Panda Express in the living room, fucking in my robe, like for real.
That's
bro.
a different type of vibe.
Yeah,
That's a
and then-
different type of vibe right
And then
there.
I bought a big ass cake. you know.
Dude was
Oh,
in
the
his
big
living room.
ass
He's
cake.
like, I made this whole shit. Got through like
Yeah,
halfway through
yeah,
the first
because I
piece
ain't
and was
got
like,
nobody
nah,
around
nah.
to fuck with my shit. You
He
know
was
what I'm
like,
saying?
"Damn, this all me right
I
here."
can leave this out. No one's touching it.
Exactly. No, exactly, bro. I took full advantage of that. I should have made like TikToks of that shit. Wow.
It's time for Domingo's highlight reel.
On top of that,
The
though,
irony of what we just went through.
Yeah, it's just like talk over to the person to your right. That's the vibes now. But no, on top of that, though, I've also been organizing some pretty cool shows. Obviously, thanks Meezy coming up tomorrow.
And we'll get way more into that.
We'll get more into that. But then also got some other shows I've been working on. Can't really talk about them quite yet, but there's more in the way. And then just in general, I think 2025 is going to have a lot of cool shit for me in terms of like live performance. But
Yeah, because of Trump.
If it's up, it's
okay,
Trump.
I just bought a PA.
And
And like I haven't gotten the monitors for it yet, and I swear if those tariffs fuck me over on monitors, I'm gonna get you real salty.
Bro, okay, before we get the tariff inflation, you
Yeah.
got to admit the
I don't
Behringers
even-
are already like 200 more than they were like 4 years ago. Because I was looking at some PA and I was like, man, like this speaker used to be like 300,
Well,
and
they-
it's like 480 now.
They just slashed their prices on a bunch of their shit, like the X32 rack, like the X Airlines, like turbo sound speakers. Like they just slashed prices on a bunch of their shit.
Well, that shit going back up. You know how this money shit. You know how this money shit works.
Yeah.
Like
you
it
should've
ain't.
bought hella speakers.
I mean,
4
we
years
still got
ago
like
and
a
then
month and a
resold
half
them.
left of Bidenomics to go. I might pull the trigger, even though like I got no work right now.
Yeah, you got to get that credit going.
Yeah.
That's what I do.
Get that content
Sweetwater.com. Sweetwater.com. They should give me stuff. I spend so much money there and buy so many products and stuff. Like, come on. Like, this Will's House podcast powered by Sweetwater. Like, come on, y'all. Give me some bread. You know what I'm
That
saying?
would go
Let's
crazy.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's on Domingo's highlight reel. And I guess, we could tie this up with, on the show's highlight reel, we got live performances going. We got those posted on Instagram, on YouTube. And the community and subscribers seem to be viewing them at a good rate. So shout out to you guys.
Who isn't there one dropping Friday?
We got one dropping Friday with Nuke Franklin. So that's
Oh,
fire.
nice.
And it's fire, We aren't
Fire.
going to sneak preview it. You guys are going to have to wait till Friday to see that.
I already saw it.
Yeah, and then
Fire.
and then we also have a music video coming out with Sav and Sleep, who have been on the podcast before, so that'll be fire. And
Shout out my dog Sav. He still sucks at fantasy though.
Hey, shout out Sleep. I'm assuming he produced it too.
and then
Probably produced that beat.
I don't know who produced. I think Sleep probably did produce the beat,
so I'm
but
assuming.
and the beat's crazy. But also for the podcast, we are working on improving the set for the Will's House Live. I'm trying to buy some neon lights for
Some neons.
some neons, and then
What?
we got the whole I'm setting up another set for everything.
We about to have a nightclub in this bitch.
So, so right now it's like solo rapper performances, but we should be able to accommodate more than one person. And it'll look nice and other types of content. And like I said, don't forget to join our Discord. Like, we are open to suggestions. Like, we have all this stuff to us available to use to do fun, make cool content for you guys. So whatever you want to see, just let us know. We could get on the street, we could get in the location, or we could cover things a different way, so just let us know. And then we have Ari the Believer says, I came at a great time. Yeah, bye. About to be jumping. What's up, Ari? Shout out to Ari.
You dig?
But yeah, so that's on our highlight reel. But, now we got to get to the nitty gritty. And I want to know, Brody, what is your L of the week?
Damn, L of the week. What the fuck? I'm trying to think what is my L of the week. I haven't really had to. Well, I guess. No, I haven't had really a big crazy L of the week. I'm trying to think.
I don't buy that.
I mean, whip. He's chilling.
we all had an L of the week because we missed the last show.
That
So
was
that
an
is your
L.
default. That was a super L. But sometimes things happen. We promise to be more consistent to the community out there. If you guys missed us last Wednesday, so we take full accountability for that L. That's what you got to do. is take accountability for your L's, and that's how you get better. Unlike Deshaun Watson, he doesn't take accountability for his L's, and that's why he's on the bench, and it's not why he's hurt. It's why he would be on the bench regardless right now. So
Damn, that's crazy.
you know. But Brody, what's your L of the week?
You know,
You got something.
I was sitting there thinking, and you know, I forgot we didn't have the last episode. My L of the week, I'm gonna give it to Drake because we didn't get to talk about him trash talking DeMar DeRozan. I think that boy's sorry as hell. So yeah, that my L of the week goes to Drizzy Drake. Big cornball, dude.
He's handing out the L to Drake. Drake took a lot of L's the last
2024.
Yeah.
It's been a rough year for him. I'm curious to see what happens. I mean,
I still like Family Matters.
He gonna drop like an album with Thug, bro, and that shit gonna go crazy, and then everybody gonna be like, "Damn."
I mean, I wouldn't
don't
be
know what to
surprised.
do. Like,
I really wouldn't be surprised on it, but and that's pretty much what Drake probably has to do is like, all right, I'm gonna have to drop like a project with me, Thug, and Future.
yeah, exactly.
But isn't he
Future
beefing with
like,
Future too?
But they're
like,
not. You
I think
know
they
what I'm
just
saying?
said on Twitter that they're like patching shit up.
Yeah.
No,
that's good. Shout out to them.
Academic said that was not real.
Oh,
He got the
really?
scoop.
Wow.
He got the
I
scoop.
think Future had liked a tweet that Thug put out, like we should all be like family, like
Yeah.
to him, Future, and I think he tagged Boomin, and Future liked it. Does they anticipate anything? I have no clue.
That's some high school shit right
Yeah,
there.
it's kind of corny, but I could see Drake definitely doing something like that, especially with the fact
That'd
that
be
Kendrick is
crazy,
doing the
though.
Super Bowl and then more than likely a large arena tour right after that. I think if Kendrick does a full arena tour, it's gonna be like a full TDE tour. I feel like it's gonna have to be like the Black Hippie reunion tour.
And you're going.
Well, I would say SZA will also probably have to be the co-headliner with him.
He's not even on TDE anymore though. He's PG
But
Lane.
and like I said, it will be PG. Obviously, he's not with the label anymore. But I think in terms of how the whole entire one show he did, like the big old little
pop out.
the pop out, I definitely think in terms of because who else is he going to tour with on Arena?
Baby Keem.
That's not selling in an arena. You're telling me they're going to sell out the Brown Stadium on a tour they already did with the Big Steppers tour? No. You have to give me a Black Hippie reunion or.
And then Ari the Believer says Black Hippie would be huge.
I think it would be huge, but I don't think it sells arena huge. I don't think it sells Brown Stadium huge. I think if he has to do it, it has to be like him, SZA.
What about like the Wolstein Center?
Well, he did Little Caesars
Or like
Arena.
Blossom or something.
Blossom could work,
I feel like Blossom's a terrible venue for rap
and that's
music,
what I'm
though.
saying. It's
No,
not
yeah, 'cause
ideal.
if he's doing a performance.
And I'm gonna be
shit.
honest with you, like Blossom doesn't sell
Kendrick's would be fun though.
but like Blossom doesn't really sell that well for rap music. Like you're
It's
talking.
not even. It's like good for like Fish and
People
Dave
would know.
Matthews
I'm gonna be
Band.
honest with
go.
you. The most people I ever saw at Blossom in all the years I've gone is Korn.
And
Korn-
Corn Dry was crazy.
Bro,
When was that? It's like 2012.
was
No,
crazy.
that was. I'm gonna be honest with you.
7.
It was like 2 years ago. I'm dead ass, bro.
Dude, I haven't heard a Corn song in so long.
And that motherfucker get on the beatbox. That's my shit right there. I'm gonna be honest with you. Yes, no, I'm not like a huge Korn fan. Like I know a few songs, but like I'm dead ass. Like I didn't think it was gonna be shit. I pulled up. That motherfucker was lit to the fucking brim with lights when he told them to pull them lights out. I was like, I ain't never seen this many people here.
So one time when it was like 2006, 2007, I saw 30 Seconds to Mars. It was when the album for The Kill came out. Like so it was a
Okay.
new song. This dude Jared Leto like at Nautica Pavilion climbed up the pole with no harness or anything and was like hanging upside down like 100 feet in the air just like singing this song. Like I remember I was like 14 years old or the fuck and I'm like
That's crazy.
like that shit was insane. Like, and they were opening for I think My Chemical Romance at the
That's
time.
even wilder.
That was a crazy show. Or they were opening for Panic at the Disco.
One of the two. Okay.
And it was like back then when them Fever You Can't Sweat Out or the album before Black Parade, Three Cheers for Sweet Revenge came out.
You see, they're
one of the
going
two.
on like a small arena tour too this year.
What, My Chemical Romance?
Yeah.
I would like to go see it because I saw them like growing up when I was because like, you know, when I was growing up in like 7th, 8th, 9th grade is when Three Cheers for Sweet Revenge
Yep.
and Black Parade came out. So I saw that like happen in the moment live and got to enjoy it. And then back then they were like niche. Like liking
yeah.
that kind of music was niche.
Yeah, it was
And
tough.
it's so popular now amongst so many people. Like
And it's crazy to me that like My Chem can play an arena show because growing up I never looked at them as like this very large like following.
I didn't even realize.
Yeah.
I always thought I was like lame for listening to them.
And so like they did that arena tour like right after COVID, and everybody that bitch sold out in like 5 seconds. I'm like looking at them like I never thought they were like this large
but
of a
like
band.
when I saw them at the Wolstein Center for the Black Parade tour when that album came out, it was incredible. Like the stage design, the set. It was like when I saw Panic at the Disco, it was like you were going to see a play.
You see, they're back together now. He's about to
Like
play
the OG band.
I don't think it's the OG band, but he's playing a show. He's doing the whatever Young Festival is in Las Vegas.
Isn't that where like all the bands from like when we were growing up do a concert? That's pretty
much.
cool though. I wish I liked going to things more. That sounds pretty fun. Honestly.
I would go to it. It's just like I've seen videos. They have like the rotating stages and like people get cut off all the time. I don't really fuck with that vibe. Like I don't know, motherfuckers go over all the time, or some people cut short. Like that shit just kind of corny to me. But back to the original thing at hand. No, Kendrick is not selling an arena with just Baby Keem. Blossom is a stretch too, because when I saw him with Baby Keem, it was at Little Caesars Arena. And was it pretty packed in there? Yes. But it wasn't packed enough for me to look at and think, damn, he could sell out fucking whatever the fucking field is where the Lions play out there in Detroit.
Ford Field.
Ford Field. I'm like, he's not selling out a Soldier Field, Ford Field, or like a Brown Stadium. It just, he has to have someone big. And SZA coming off of an already arena tour on her own, she's I think if you co-headline it with her, you're getting damn near pretty close to arena tour.
All right, and then Marcus, what's your L of the week?
My L of the week gotta be Brody.
I hate this guy. Me and this guy are not friends.
Nah, I don't really.
C1 send one right now.
Yeah, we could. I heard that though from down here. It's crazy.
I got the speaker on.
It didn't
This
come
dude
through.
He looked at his.
Oh yeah, the speaker is off. My bad. All right, I'm derailing. What's your L of the week?
Yep. L of the week probably gotta be fucking Tyreek Hill getting hurt celebrating with fucking Odell Beckham.
Oh, fuck it. He fumbled my fantasy team, bro. Whack
Dude.
ass.
Wait, what? Were they like celebrating like during a game?
They celebrated a touchdown and then like.
Wait, Odell's on the Dolphins?
Yeah.
Yeah, is
When did that
crazy?
happen?
Well,
I've been
this
paying
year.
attention to football. I didn't even know
I
that.
think it was last year or this year. Yeah.
Well, they're not doing anything if like Jalen Waddle isn't even doing anything. How you think Odell gonna get something?
Yeah, but he
Tyreek Hill was so fire week 1. What happened?
Tua got hurt.
Yeah, Tua got
Yeah.
3 brain cells left,
Yeah,
and he won't
So-
wear the Guardian.
that could be an L of the week too. Is Tua being back?
I don't know. The Dolphins were
Should've
fucking
been-
shit no matter what, with or without him right
No,
now.
it's just like an L for like. I think it's an L for him and an L for the optics of football. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's just like, why are you still out there?
They should like force that dude to wear him and Denzel Ward should be forced to wear Guardian
yeah,
caps.
him and Denzel. Like,
It's crazy to me how many like concussions.
See,
these
but
guys-
Like once you hit 3, like they should make you wear that shit.
That's
see,
what
but
I
Denzel
thought.
went and saw that specialist and was like, they said that I was fine. Like my brain's fine. Like they're aware of like what a bad what one going bad looks like, and mine doesn't look like that. or some
But they
shit.
can't see CTE until like they die, right? They can't.
I have no idea.
That's what I
don't
thought.
know. But he was saying that he was talking to a specialist. But I don't know, dude. Like Will said, like how the fuck do you just get like so many concussions and just be normal?
Yeah, I got a concussion once. It wasn't fun.
They're already super athletes, on top of that.
Yeah,
So,
and it's like competition, like the drive to
their-
play and
their
get a bit
road
more
to
money. And,
recovery for things too along the way have been like way different than like the average person if they were to have an injury.
all right, and then Innexh, what's your L of the week?
I don't even know.
No one's got L's. I like that.
Facts.
Well, you want to hand out an L?
I hand out one to Brody.
L to the fucking
L's
to the
up, baby.
Timberwolves, bro. Listen to the Blazers the other night.
Dude, are they even playing Dillingham? Does he even get minutes?
Oh, I got
No,
an
he's
L.
to the G League. I'm pretty sure they got him in the G League, or if not, he's sitting on the bench. Yeah, that's how I feel with the Bulls. Like, yeah, actually, that'll be my L of
Oh,
the
yeah, and
week.
then Buzelis. I haven't even seen a
it's-
highlight.
Yeah, that'll be my L of the week. I said Buzelis Rookie of the Year, and like the Bulls like barely even playing this dude. I'm like, what the fuck?
Do they even
They're
have a
trying
good
to play him in
record?
the G League. No, they're mid as fuck still.
So he should be getting minutes.
Exactly. Like this is your number 7 pick or something like that. Like
It'll probably be like
first
all.
round pick.
Yeah.
Come on.
And then we got Bronny getting more minutes than Imani Bates already.
Bronny,
No.
Bronny got sent
Ain't
to
that
the
crazy?
G
But he
League.
still got more minutes than Imani
Total,
Bates.
He does. He has like
Damn.
7, 8
Well, he only
minutes.
plays the home games for the G League. I heard he's not traveling with them.
I don't-
Yeah,
I
that's
don't
why I saw
really-
that
I'm not
too.
tuned in.
Who,
That's-
Bronny or
I don't-
Imani?
Yeah, they only
Bates.
have him playing. No, Bronny.
Oh.
They only have him playing home G League games.
That's rough.
Because he sucks.
No, he don't want to get on the fucking regular planes with the other players. He's too good to be on fucking the general public.
I'm not. You shouldn't put it on him though. Like he's a young man. I won't say he's a kid, but like if that's because LeBron's his dad. I mean, yeah, sure, LeBron might have something to do with him being on the team, but like LeBron's the reason he's not playing away games. Like I'm not gonna put that on Bronny. Like you'd think Bronny's really like Lakers GM. I can't play away games. Like
Yeah, it's crazy.
You
Bronny
know?
gonna be a streamer in 6 years.
he should. I mean, he should just be doing that now. Like
Yeah.
that'd be sweet. Did you
Bryce
think-
gonna come up and
you
Bryce
think-
gonna be nasty.
You think Bron don't let him play away games in case he has a heart attack so he don't ever have like, you know what I'm saying?
But like other people
Damn,
have
he took
concerns
it
too. You
there.
can't like
No, I'm saying like, remember he had the heart attack shit at USC. Like, what if Bron's like, I don't want you going to away games because like you need to be here like around these doctors and be around your family if anything was to happen again. You need
yeah,
to be
but
close
like
to home.
yeah, but like that's why I said I can't blame him because if that was another player, they
could
just wouldn't be
blame
on the
him.
team.
I could blame him.
They just wouldn't be on the team if they had a
dude
concern like
that dude got
that.
vaccinated and then like within a month like died.
You remember like there was the one dude who was like scared of planes that the Rockets drafted, and he got like cut because he was like scared of planes.
It's
So
actually crazy as fuck.
Yeah, he didn't bring value. I mean, Bronny
know.
How'd he
still
play
brings
college?
value even when he's playing
They
G
do
League. They said
buses.
he's selling.
Oh yeah, they do.
when
do
they're playing
buses in
G League,
college.
they said he's like selling out the fucking arena or whatever. So like,
yeah, people want to see
you know,
like
there's still
Bronny.
value. Yeah, there's
I mean,
still
I'd
value
go see
there.
Bronny like shit.
I'm not trying to see that shit show.
Yeah, I would.
I want to play Bronny 1-on-1.
I bet that dude. I bet that I spent all preseason saying that he fucking sucks, and then like on the first game when they were talking like the Griffey juniors and senior coming to like to see the home game for the Lakers, I was like, okay, so clearly Bronny's getting in. The coach JJ came out, was like, well, maybe in the second quarter if the conditions are right, blah blah blah. So I was like, okay, he'll play, he'll get 2 points. Dude didn't even get 2 points. 2
He
points.
sucked, dude.
Fucking garbage. Just go fucking get vaccinated and die again. I don't
Oh
give a
my
fuck.
god, gonna get us banned off YouTube. Jesus fucking Christ.
a
the
very
fuck?
chaotic episode.
Bro,
Oh
what the
my
fuck? You
God.
can't even score. Bronny, the only fucking player to ever
Play him-
average
play him
less than 5
1-on-1.
points in a. I could beat Bronny 1-on-1.
You want to
Bet it.
you want to put a line on that?
Yeah, I would
You
put a
wanna bet
line.
that?
What kind of
On,
line you putting on that?
I'd put minus fucking 800 on myself. Bronny don't stand
Whoa.
a chance. Why? This is pure blood right here, non-vaccinated blood right here. All I gotta do is
You
outlast
should wear the
him.
Trump hat the rest of the show. That'd be funny.
They checked my blood. They said it wasn't DNA. It was USA.
Kick this dude off the podcast.
Bars.
Gamble rap.
All right, and then is it Domingo's turn?
Nah, Innexh hasn't gone.
Oh
yet.
yeah, Innexh.
What?
Actually, wait, no, you did. Didn't
Oh yeah,
you?
that's his L of the week was Buzelis and
Yeah.
him
Yeah.
thinking
Yeah.
The plane landed or circled the airport so many times, I kind of lost track of. Whether
I
it
know,
landed or not.
right?
Very
I know,
It was
right?
basketball,
We had our
yeah, it
resident
was-
conspiracy theorist, you know,
was
dive in.
basketball
Wait, Marcus, have you ever seen Died Suddenly?
I don't think a single one of our viewers could beat me in arm wrestling.
Well, no, have you ever seen that?
No, I'm just saying.
You should watch it. I mean, if that's your view on the situation, you should watch that movie. I mean,
What is it?
It's called Died Suddenly.
Died suddenly?
Yeah, it's
Is it
about
about
it's
all the
about like
people?
what you were talking about with Bronny. It's just some
Like all the people that just
propaganda.
randomly would just like drop dead,
Yeah, and they have like all these big blood clot things that are like,
and then they died suddenly.
and then like you watch it and you're like, oh my god.
What is out there?
No, I don't really care. That's
It's
not.
in an
That's not.
alternate Earth.
It's really not a me issue because like I could just like when COVID came, I just like got the sniffles and shit, and like a normal person like didn't die and just fucking like got over it.
All right, well, Ari the Believer says, bro's got to go. He's too based.
Damn.
Ari, we literally don't need your view.
I think it was like a compliment. You know, he's calling you based.
Oh,
based
okay.
guy.
Then we fuck with you.
Because like we were saying, you got to go. Like, yeah, whatever.
You gotta go like where?
You're like the bass god.
I fuck with you, Ari, unless you clarify that was supposed to mean something that I'm not interpreting it as. Then if you do that, then we could clarify how I really
See,
feel.
no,
about
but
it.
this isn't fair. We need like Sav here to like be pushing back on you because it's not fair to let that just stand there like
Sav
that.
liberal as fuck.
I'm like pushing back a little bit. I think you're
Nah.
spreading fake news.
Nah, Sav, bring him on here. Sav liberal. He'll be like,
Call in,
"That's
Sav.
He
Call
said-
in right
Yeah,
now.
where's Sav? Get
I
in the
wish you would
comments.
call in. I want to hear it.
Hey, call in on the Discord, Sav.
That's what I'm saying, dude.
Well,
Where's Sav?
I'll be the pushback that's needed. I
Pop
think
Sav?
you're spreading fake news.
Is Sav in the Discord right now? Pop in with him.
I mean, it is.
That's not fake news.
That's my L of the week.
I didn't even get to say mile the
Nah,
week.
he's
The
watching
plane
the
took
Cavs.
off.
right. The plane just went back around.
Anyway, first night at my new place, my car got towed.
Damn.
Bro,
Is it your fault?
Yeah, it was my fault.
how much was the ticket?
I ended up having to pay $180 to get it
Oh
back.
my
Damn.
god.
That's just the tax, though. You know, that's just the tax. 'cause
Hey,
he
why?
just-
Why? Would you like? What was the story?
Well, so basically where I'm at is street parking because the house I'm in, I'm renting at. There's a bunch of different people living there, and the driveway's already got people who park there.
Are you on like the west
Okay.
side?
No, I'm east side. But
They got where's got street parking on the east side?
Garfield Heights,
Okay.
yeah. But anyways, so
So, I
know
mean,
it-
everywhere does, but I was thinking
Yeah.
like when you said that, I was thinking you were like Lakewood or something.
no. But
You could literally Lakewood isn't like entirely street parking.
I didn't.
Either
when
way,
he
let
said
him go,
I
let
meant
him
like
go, let him
bar
go. So-
area, like Little Italy.
I'm going
kinda
back
thing.
and forth from my parents' house, getting my shit, come back. I'll be like, shit, I forgot this. So I go back. So I end up parking and reparking several times. And for whatever, it's dark out. And for whatever reason, I see this tree. I'm like, I don't want to park under this tree because then like the little things are going to fall on my car and fuck up my paint job and shit. So I back it up so it's not in the way of the tree. I forgot to check the sidewalk, and I'm like, backing up to not be under the tree. I ended up blocking somebody's driveway.
This guy.
You were that guy. You deserved to get towed.
Well, that's just the thing is I didn't check the area because like I was like and then my mom calls me like 4 a.m. like, yo, they're calling the house because like apparently you're blocking somebody's driveway, and I was too asleep to pick up. So yeah, that's my L of the week right there.
Rough.
Yeah,
Rough.
Yeah,
it's my own damn fault.
That's a serious L.
We need $180 in donations from Ari right now.
Yeah. Well, and like here's the thing is because this is the week
I just
moving
read
in.
his chat and it said nah, but that was like before you said that, so it's like it was destiny for it to be a no.
Yeah,
That's a lot to put on one person. Like maybe if you asked for like $1, like
yeah.
The fuck? Do you fuck with us or not?
like you put, not everybody's out here, like, oh, I'm just gonna like Mike
Super
Tyson, fucking
Yeah,
Super
ching,
chat.
ching, ching.
just drop that Mr. Beast
I watched Jake
style
Paul
donation.
literally just bet $1 million on himself with like 8 people. I don't give a fuck, Ari.
Well,
I need to
you
see
really
it.
think he put those bets in though, or was he just doing it for the?
He did it. He shook their hands on camera.
That don't mean
You heard
shit.
the guy. He said, "I got $20." He's like $20.
I don't believe.
and
I don't
fuck it.
believe it till they post like the stake receipt with the
Yeah.
Ethereum they bet on.
No,
it.
you know how celebrities bet each other. It's by word, and then like you just bully them. Like remember Drake made fucking Osiris like fucking sing because he owed him fucking 50 bands. He was like, "Yeah, sing the song." He's like,
Man,
"I'll
that
wipe."
shit was
He's like, "I'll
fire.
wipe your balance. Sing the song."
I think that was all like internet play though.
Hell no, they were definitely making that boy his little. They were like that was like entertainment for them.
All right, and so that was
He had a
cool.
hit.
That was really cool. So that's everybody's L of the week. And don't forget to go to willsmusichouse.com. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel, join the Discord, interact with the community, add to the show, add some value to the show,
Call
all that
in.
fun stuff.
Call in, Ari. Come talk to me, Ari.
All that fun stuff. And
Was that her?
I think I
No.
heard somebody join.
No,
Discord.
I switched the channel I was in.
Damn,
You
fucking
will blue balling us right now.
for real.
Don't forget to do all that
Jay
fun
Lighton.
stuff. Oh my god. And Marcus is like Andrew Tate tonight, He's channeling his inner that.
Enter that.
Enter that.
Yeah, so don't forget to like, subscribe, all that fun stuff. But yeah, we're gonna run down the land now with Brody now that my
man.
mind is back in order.
My body.
And yeah, we're gonna run down the land, and we missed a week, so sorry.
Run,
Sorry,
run, down,
sorry
down.
if you
Run,
were
run, run
expecting
down the
me to say
lane.
anything last episode, but I didn't say anything.
And you
Also,
I
wait,
should've
wait,
I
wait,
should have
wait.
posted in the
Wait,
Discord.
wait. Before we start, anyone who watches this back and gets to this point of the podcast and goes to the timestamp or however they get here, you watch the whole thing. Behind the scenes, as a content idea, I was wondering if the subscribers and people who enjoy our content would like we run down the land, we talk about the shows, all that, you know, and like I feel like it doesn't like people don't even know we're talking about their shows, so like, you know, it's probably our fault because we don't put a reel out with it every time, but like at the same time, this is all happening in the moment. So I had another idea was we'll still run down the land the way we do, and you guys can send us your shows and we'll talk about them and whatever the fuck's going on. But I was thinking about making Instagram posts where it's like run down the land and you play 3 songs and you cut from 3 videos and it's like a reel, and we could post one like every week of like 3 new songs, and then it'll be ones like we curate or whatever, but you could still send it to us or whatever.
I like that idea.
So I was thinking about that. So yeah, if you guys watch this back and you like that idea, drop a comment or something. Let us know if that sounds cool, because we're trying to like interact with everything going on and the whole community at large and whatever. So yeah, that's all I had to say. Now Brody's gonna run down the land.
Yeah, we're running down the land. Tomorrow we got Thanks Measy at Dunlap's. It's at Dunlap's, right?
Yep.
Don't let me mess that up.
Yep.
It's at Dunlap's, aka Fabian, Westside Low, Janari Comet, Domingo Kite. Yeah.
And Rico Blue.
Oh, Rico Blue. Don't let me forget my dog. Shout out Rico Blue. But yeah, definitely check that out tomorrow. On the 16th of this month, I saw Mud Whale album release at the Grog Shop with Sonderbombs and a few other artists, so I thought that was a dope thing. I always like album release shows. I feel like they're kind of a little more like personal, so I always like fuck with those type of events. On the 18th, creative meetups take over the Briar and the Rain, so it's just like a creative meetup. That's literally what it is. A lot of people just get together, talk about shit.
Wait, like let's dive into that a little more. Who's doing that?
I don't know who exactly.
You
is
just
doing,
seen the post? Because I think I might have seen that too.
I seen the post, so it's creative.
Domingo,
meetup.
you hit.
Yeah, I seen it.
You know who's doing that? Like,
I think it's happening at the Briar.
It's happening at the Briar, but it's like a collective, and they go around to different areas, like in the Northeast Ohio.
Oh,
like,
so
really?
So they're not just like Cleveland, like they go around to other places and do this kind. This is like what their event is.
Yeah, like kind of sort of. So they just get into like different areas to try to get other different creatives. So like they're in.
So it's kind of
rain.
like the podcast, but they're doing it in real life and having people come there, all link up and like network basically.
Yeah, it's more of like a networking event. So like I think before they've done one in like Lakewood or like in like Cleveland or whatnot. So like they're in Lorraine at the Briar. So I think it's a dope concept. I've never been to one. I'll probably pop up there because I'd be at the Briar with the people. On the 20th, Unknown Phrases, Chris Cap, and Cardio present Sunsets at Glamper Rooftop. Will actually post this in the Discord, and I was fucking with it. So I had to add it into the rundown.
Which show? I was laughing at Marcus because he was like staring at you, like leaning back, and I was like thinking about making a meme that said like, "Get you a friend that looks at you the way Marcus looks at Brody." Like he was just like, he's like down there, all submissive, just like looking up.
Pause.
Look how little he looks. I'm over here cracking the fuck up, like. Can't even control it. Like Brody's like talking about this show that I posted, and I'm just like, and he's just
what show?
and he's locked in over there.
I'm like this. I'm like.
He was just like staring at you, like.
That's crazy. But no, you posted the Unknown Phrases show, so they're at the Glamper
Shout
Rooftop.
out Phrases.
Yeah, so shout out to that. On the 21st, what is that? That's at Glamper Rooftop. I've never been there personally.
They did a show with Scene like a month or whatever ago. It's like a roof, and they had the thing called, I think it was called Sunsets.
Yeah, that's what the flyer said, Sunsets.
Okay, yeah,
sets.
so that's what they do. They probably just have DJs pull up there. We gotta get plugged in with some of these people, see what they're doing.
I know, I'm trying to pull up. Who else I got?
I'll try to pull up.
God.
I don't know.
I'm missing my list. On the 21st, they got Renegade, Metri, Nazi, and Super P. I'm sorry, I always mess up his name. I'm always looking at it like it don't make sense to me. At the Grog Shop, good rap show. I like those guys. On the 22nd, also the Grog Shop just got a lot of shows, so I was just like, holy fuck, what you guys doing everything? And I'm a hater low key, but we're gonna get to that another day. Wish Queen's 1-year anniversary show of Saturlonia. I be pronouncing shit so wrong. But Jetstar, Free of the Man at the Grog Shop. I like Free of the Man. I just
What
saw
kind of
them.
genre is that? It doesn't sound like rap.
It's like alternative.
Okay.
I just saw Free the Man at the locally grown 5 show, and they're really fucking good. So that was the first time I got hip to them. I only knew it because their bassists be doing the fucking like trying.
So if it was
shit.
number 5 for them, because I've been following their page for like probably a year. If it's number 5 for them, does that mean they do one show like a year?
That's what I got off of it.
Well, they did this marathon sort of deal. Like they would just do like a 12-hour or 24-hour podcast because it's a podcast. So they would do like a marathon podcast.
They don't go live though. It's like uploaded, right?
Well, no,
it's like audio.
Yeah, no, it's recorded ahead of time. But the local
is it like audio though? Because I've seen the performances.
Yeah, so
I've seen one video one too. I'm tapped in.
There is, it's recorded, and then they video the performance.
Yeah.
So
I follow them on YouTube.
Yeah, but it's done in like a single session. Like when I did it, like I think we ended up recording my performance section first, and then we went into the podcast.
Yeah, that's what because when the AK and company did it, that's what they were telling me that's how they did it.
Hey man, you guys saw what I was going through before this show.
Yeah.
Doing the audio video shit is like. There's perks to the way we're doing it live, but there's also a lot of drawbacks where like with our camera failure, I could have just like recorded with USBs or like using the memory and then editing it with audio in the cuts. But that's just like, I like live engineering it. Like guys, when you watch the show, like all the cuts, all the things that happen, I'm doing back here. Like normally there's a producer, that's what I'm doing. So, but yeah, so, all right. That's all amazing. Keep running down the land.
On the 24th of this month, we got Eli Moon, Uncle Sam, Quasi at the Grog Shop, so I'll fuck with that.
And Moon Cactus.
Oh, yeah, I did forget to put that name on there, and I was like, I'm not going to forget it. Their names are both Moon, and here I am forgetting it. So, yeah, shout out to the homies there. And then I thought this was actually another cool event. On the 27th of this month, Breakthrough Sounds presents Midweek Jam, and it's hosted by Grammy-nominated musician Kyrie Tyler of the Red Hands Band. So I thought that was like pretty dope. So like people bring their instruments. It's like a whole entire like little jam band like get together. Breakthrough Sounds. I feel like they're always doing a lot of stuff. Like they're always doing something different. Like either with like Netflix or whatever it is. So it seems like they get a lot of like good connection wise. So I think it's really good for the city what they bring around. And then I thought this was a fun one. Cassidy King is at Mahal's with Locani on the 28th of this month.
I saw her posting that today, I think.
I can't remember last time I saw her post a show, so that was pretty interesting.
Really? I see her post a lot, but she's not in Cleveland. So.
Yeah. Is she in LA now or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, she posts a lot. She performs a lot.
Yeah, because I feel like I barely see any of her stuff pop up on my TL anymore.
Yeah, they got her shadow banned off your algorithm.
That's crazy. But yeah, I saw that one, and I was like, damn, when was the last time she played a show in the city? So yeah, shout out Cassidy. And then just some other random shit I was liking in the city. 36 JV dropped a visual for 3 a.m. in Cleveland. I'm a big 36 JV fan.
I think Innexh has a song called 3 a.m. in Cleveland too.
Possibly.
Or something like that. Something like that. He's at 3 a.m. somewhere. Maybe I think it was when they were living in North Carolina though. I don't know. I think that's where they were. I don't know. That was a long time ago. That was like fuck, dude. That was like when me and Adi, Ray, and Trey Smith went to like Atlanta.
Sean's song? I think Sean has a 5 a.m. in Atlanta.
Yeah, he has a 5 a.m. in Atlanta.
That was like that time period when all that was coming out, though. You know what I'm talking about?
You just puff out crack smoke?
Yeah.
Whoa,
It's fucking nuts.
Mm-hmm. But what else we got?
I'm vaping.
Will Cherry drops his new album somewhere in Ohio. He's having his listening party tonight at my cousin Vintage in Lakewood. Yeah, it wasn't tonight. He sent me a message, and I was like, damn, I got the podcast.
Yeah, I was there for like 45 minutes before I had to head on over here.
Will Cherry's fire. I like his whole art direction. Like the work he puts in, like on his trying to get people to like be his fan and like consume his music and stuff. You can tell it's like a lot of hard work that goes into it. So
and he does everything himself. So like I don't know the way his brain operates and works. Like it's just such a crazy concept to like see him, bring everything to life. And he's been very big on his craft ever since I've known him since like high school. So like to see him to just continuously develop in a high level. It's been like super cool to see just like off of that whole entire like atmosphere, like being around Will, like just in the studio. I actually have a song on a Will Cherry beat.
You have a song, like you make music?
No, we was in the studio.
Wait, Marcus, Brody makes music?
I got one song.
Drop it.
Yeah,
it's on SoundCloud. It's
Brody
really
got
bad.
more songs than me. He got a secret mixtape.
Fabian on the beat too. We was in the studio one time, and I was like, "Damn, I want to get on a Will Cherry beat," and we did it. Shout out to
I
the
need
whole
to hear
entire
this.
team.
You got to send me this, Brody.
I won't. Please don't.
You gotta post. Hey, no. What you should do is post it in the Discord. In
I will
the
post it in the
WMHLIVE
Discord.
Discord.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it's
Post
on.
it right
It's
now.
on SoundCloud. Shout out to Marcus. That's where his music at too. But please don't pull it up. It's really bad. It was on some bullshit. But yeah, shout out Will Cherry. His new album drops tonight somewhere in Ohio. It's all Ohio artists. Everybody worked on it. And then Sean K just dropped his new episode for his latest vlog series. So season 2 is underway on his YouTube. So definitely check that out. So yeah, shout out Sean K. And another big one. Save the date, December 7th. Rapping Gifts and Lorraine at the Briar, aka Fabian, puts on this whole entire charity toy drive event. So it's always a dope time. It's like, right before the holidays. It's good energy. So, he's just trying to do something for the kids, help them out, give them a toy. So yeah, pop up for that December 7th.
Yeah, and I just got to tap in with the first episode of Sean K's new series this morning. So when I was preparing for the show, so
Is he in Australia in this one? Yeah, I saw him make the post with the band he was kicking it with, and I thought that was a super dope whole entire moment. I haven't watched the video yet. I was planning on getting to it soon.
Yeah, it's really cool, man. I really like what Sean's doing with that, creating and stuff. I like seeing what everybody's doing and doing all their own things and all these new. Since we've done the podcast, all the shows I've found and people also trying to do stuff and make it work. For the artists out there that are watching this or want to come on or whatever, there's a lot of stuff for you to do in the city that you might not know about. And yeah, it's there though.
And
People
that's the
are trying
thing.
stuff. That's
And
it
It goes
there.
hand in hand. It's like, I don't know, when you think of Chicago back in the day, in their prime time, I felt like the media outlet system they had in Chicago is not a prominent factor in what brought up the music, but I definitely think it was a big boost in having all these different media outlets or videographers or whatever it is. So seeing a lot of that come out of Cleveland and the first time in a long time having high end media sources. I don't know. I think it's just dope. I think there's a bright future here for what's going on right now, I think.
Yeah, it's just I'll just say just from doing YouTube is hard. So, it might be do I want to go on this platform that's got that's small or whatever? It's yeah, you should. Why not? If you got a homie who streams video games, you go there and you sit with him. It's more exposure for you to other audiences. If it's, just, I don't know. I think there's more. You got to evolve the ways you get out there nowadays. Back in the day, it was dropping on SoundCloud or DatPiff, and you if you had a music video, you were raw, I don't know. I think things were just way different. Now you gotta get out here and do stuff. So there's a lot of stuff for artists to do though, just peeping the other people who are doing stuff around here, that put on shows and. Domingo puts together a lot of shows. We're going to talk about that. That's a guy right there that if you want to do a show, that's the guy. He does this shit. So.
Did you say you were booking manager?
He just
like
does
that.
I'm
this
kind of
shit.
my own booking manager.
Yeah, you said you were booking manager earlier in the intro.
And sometimes
I
you
think.
just gotta be. I mean, it's great to put on your own. It's just the more that's going on in the city is better than nothing going on in the city.
Yep.
And it's just as an artist, I feel or a creative, whatever you do in the city, I don't think I feel we always talk about this. Cleveland's so ego driven. I feel a lot of people look at a certain thing where they're they aren't getting the views I want to get. Well, what does it matter? If you can work with someone in the city to uplift the city itself and uplift you, it's just content you're putting out, whatever it is, I think it's just whatever's going on in the city, I feel you should just want to be a part of it to be a part of it. I mean, what can hurt off of one video? Because one video is all it takes sometimes to just get you out
But Brody,
there.
I think it's also people also just don't know, because until I started, we've had the YouTube channel for 3 years, so I went hard for a couple months, stopped, sporadically uploaded, and we've been going hard for a year and a couple months, but since I've really dived deep into looking for other people doing shit, I found shit, and it's it's out here and it's there for people to be used, and there's people trying new shit all the time, and like one dude that does stuff which I know some people know about it, but like it's not like a super big thing. It's like Corey Grand does those things where he sits with people and they make beats and they perform. It's like super fire.
Yeah.
And like every artist should be wanting to get on that shit. Like it's fire, like the editing to the beat making, and you know, like we're doing the performances now. We want to try to keep getting more and more people and stuff. And then there's like Stream Space, like they got their thing going on where they always
just
have
had the
dudes
rap
on.
champs,
They
yeah.
had- But like that's fire. Like that's a platform for people to do shit. Like you know, so they got like locally grown, you know, so there's people out here doing stuff that's fire. The Really Does This, like they do stuff. They just had Ducky Smalls on, and I think he'd be fire for the pod. I don't know if you guys are hip, but he makes like Lair, and he had Takma and stuff. And
Oh
raps.
yeah, I'm hip to that. Yep.
Clico and Bitches with Astronaut Ki, throwback song. Like those dudes were like OGs when we were like coming up in this music shit. So I just think there's a lot of shit going on, and I just want to, you know, we got to put a little spotlight on this shit a little bit longer today than normal.
Yeah, so if you follow the Instagram, the Twitter, whatever it is, and you be seeing us post, I don't know what you're doing not hitting us up to come on, come kick it.
I'll be
That's
fair, a
what
lot
I'm
of
saying.
people hit up though. We've had like a bunch of guests, so I don't want to make it. It ain't no complaints with nobody. I'm grateful everybody that comes on the show and you know goes hard and
But if
makes
you
it what
see
it
this
is.
and you haven't been on, you should be on. Come
Yeah,
kick
facts.
it with us.
There's definitely
That's
some
the
artists
thing.
I'd like to reach out to be on here. So that'd be really cool, guys. So if you guys want to come on, hit up. Yeah, so our next topic, though, is our music segment where we're going to talk about some music subjects. And let me get this first one pulled up real quick. I don't even
Okay, we
remember
got a
where I put it.
video.
No, it's not a video. It's
Uh-huh.
just I got to read off of something real quick that I
Uh-huh,
posted. Sorry, guys. Well, I guess I'll go with the different thing first while I find that. So like Domingo, let's look at you. Let's get the camera fixed right on you over there. That's Domingo Kite. And we've had you on the show like what? Is this like your fourth time? Third, fourth?
I think it's fourth or fifth. Yeah.
Fourth or fifth?
Yeah.
And like I feel like we always talk about a lot of stuff and like you're always participating in the subjects, but I feel like we've never really like dived deep into who you are and like how you got to do what you did, like your come up and stuff, you know. So yeah, I'm just like interested to hear about you a little bit. So I'm gonna have you take the floor and just give us a little rant about who you are and you know how you got here.
I mean,
Can you start with where the name came from and then work your way down?
yeah. So this Domingo Kite is like my fourth or fifth rap name.
I like that.
Yeah, because the first one I had was like 0 Ring 3, like orange, but the first and last names were letters were numbers actually, and that was super whack.
That reminds me of like an Xbox 360.
Yeah, I was
live
like
name.
13 at the time though, to be fair.
Fire. That's
so
hard.
Domingo Kite, I came after I was sick of my last rap name, and then I had some features that I kind of hated, like that I'd put out and shit, and just there was a bunch of things. So I was just like, it's time for a rebrand. And also, I got better at making music. So my actual government first name is Dominic, but it's always kind of felt weird being Dominic because like I'm Latino, and like Dominic is the Romanized version of Domingo, which is the Latino like version of the name. You know what I'm saying? So like Pedro is Peter, or Peter is a romanization of Pedro.
Okay.
So like, I felt like I was trying to want to get more of myself in tune with myself. So that was the first part, and then Kite, I forget honestly, like I'm flying or some shit. But then when I was making the merch, I had this acronym, like I had like the DARE design, and then I came up with keeping it together every day. But then it's like, okay, that's what it stands for now. So it's a backronym like Wi-Fi. So I came up with the meaning afterwards. But like that's kind of been a pattern I've noticed in my life. But sometimes you just throw some shit together, and then afterwards it makes sense.
I mean, that's like kind of like how this shit all like happened. Honestly, like like being the Will's Music House. That's why I had to be the Will's House podcast because like the way I came up with that, I'm not changing this shit. Like you know, like I've went through that so many times. The changing your shit, and eventually it's like, bro, I gotta like commit. Like it's like even in life, you gotta learn to commit to shit. You know. Sorry, continue.
But yeah, that's how I got the name. I mean, what else do you want to know, like, in specific? Like, I have rather extensive lore.
Yeah, no, that's what I mean. Like, I want you to break down the lore because, like, we never really
where do you want me to start? I guess.
Like,
is my
why?
question.
Okay,
Like,
so why, like, are you even into music? Like, so for me, like, to make it a little easier, for me, like, if I like think about experiences in my life, like, my sister had a drum set. I always wanted to hit them drums. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Pause.
I always wanted a bass. I don't know why. You know, when I had a computer and I'm like whatever years old and you like figure out there's like software websites where you can like download shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm downloading like Mixcraft and putting loops together. There's a Mac, someone gets a MacBook, I find GarageBand and I'm like making songs on it. But I never was like, I want to do music. There's these little things in my life that connected to the point where it's like, oh, now I'm going to like record people. Like, and it just started happening. So like for you, like, how do you get down that path where like you ended up here?
Yeah. I mean, honestly, as long as I could remember, music has just kind of been a thing that's come out of me. Like, there was a toy keyboard when I was a kid. Like, I play with that. When there was a piano in the house, I play with that. And then just like, it just naturally came out of me. And when I wasn't doing it, it just felt weird to not do. So that was the case with that. And then, like, I remember specifically when I was like 12, there was a family reunion. And my uncle shows me GarageBand on his iPad. And I had that shit for like an hour straight. I was just like glued to that shit and producing shit and making shit. I'm like, holy shit, I can actually do this. Like,
Right.
It was like a world unlocked where like all these ideas that like just lived in my mind or just lived as like things I memorized to play on the piano, I could actually turn into songs, into ideas. And then after that, I didn't have an iPad, so I was like, shit. And then my older brother gives me like his old laptop, which was like really shitty, but could run this. It ran Audacity. And then it ran like this program called LMMS, which is like this open source DAW, but you couldn't record tracks in it and it crashed and shit. So like for 2 or 3 years, I was just coming up with the most cracked workarounds to try to record vocals and do sorts of shit. Like when I first started recording myself, it would be in Audacity. I had this Casio keyboard that I would like use the preset songs on, or I would record shit into Audacity, but I didn't know how to use a grid or nothing. And then, because I didn't have a microphone, I would play back and then just yell at the computer using the internal microphone to capture the tracks. So I literally had to teach myself how to produce from the ground up. Like, oh, these are what bars are. This is what the grid is. This is how you comp. And like, Before I had access to an auto-tune plugin, like I would literally go into Audacity. I would splice a note I thought was sour and then manually use the pitch adjustment tool.
Yeah.
To get it until it sounded right. I would do shit like I would record hundreds of vocal takes.
Dude, the people now have it so easy. You just like your parents buy you an iPhone, you download BandLab. Like,
yeah, right.
And it's like, this is how you do it.
Yeah,
Here's beats.
So literally for like 10 years, probably maybe closer to 5. Actually, no. For like 5 years, I had that just like the worst, inefficient way of producing music. But when it finally got to the point that I actually had a decent DAW and a decent computer to run shit, I was like, boom. I spent so long making all these terrible mistakes and working in like such an inefficient but grueling process that when it came to time to actually do it, I could be super detail focused and just be able to like, I don't know how to explain it beyond that. Like, because of all that time I spent in Audacity manually tuning my vocals, when I had Melodyne, it's just like I could fly on that shit and I knew what to listen for. So like being a bad producer working with like the most least optimal tools kind of made me better in a way. Like, I don't know how to explain that part. But yeah, but I actually when I started producing though, I started making EDM. I started making electronic dance music. And that's the other reason I changed my name is that my old rap name is that when I first started using it, I was releasing electronic dance music.
Did you keep up like all your old stuff under your different names though?
Some of it's still up. Well, so prior to the last name I was using, I didn't release any of the shit that I had out.
Okay.
So I have
you have an extensive vault.
I have 1 or 2 CDs of my old tracks, like that were recorded me yelling at the laptop.
You gotta like get them. You gotta put them somewhere because what if something happens to you?
Honestly, I don't want them ever to be released. They're so bad.
Dude, I got some stuff on Bandcamp that is
criminally
so
bad that I would die if people heard it.
Hey man, dude, you know, I got the songs from when I was like 18, you know, like it was that point in your life, you know. It's it's like a timestamp on history of who you were in that moment.
Yep.
You know? Mm-hmm. And it might have been cringe.
No, it was cringe. Like, anyways, but yeah,
So when did you play your first show?
I played my first show last year,
Really?
Really?
August 21st. I want to say it's Janari Commit, Madstar, Toby Raps, and all the hype. I want to
So like
say.
what got dude, all the hype's fired too. I'd really like
Yeah.
to I never actually talked to that guy.
Yep.
But I've seen them perform at Invasion when they did event there one time. I
Yep.
was with Sleep or somebody. So I don't know, I remember, but they were so good. I was like, this guy, like he really has I don't know. Some artists when you watch them, you can just tell like they're fire. Like something about them. Like their stage presence or their like I could see that dude on a bigger stage than he's got right now.
Right.
You know? Like I could envision it kind of thing.
I just came up with some insane Domingo kite lure to drop that ties into the question. Here.
Yeah.
So, first of all, I started performing live because I spent a ridiculously long time trying to do the internet grind. Like, oh, you got to find your internet community and shit. And like, I was just kept going in and out of spaces because like,
You were just on that underground wave heavy.
sort of. And like, here's the thing is like, I was trying to build with all these people, but just like my skill versus my networking ability was never there. So like,
Which one? Like your networking skills?
my ability to
there?
network surpasses my skill. Like I have DMs with people who are now like in the top 40 charts or were in the
Yeah.
top 40 chart at some point. So there was a song like there's this lo-fi rapper called Palfu. Like 2 years ago, there was that TikTok song. It was just like, don't go to sleep for too long. Y'all remember that song?
Not really.
You remember that one? Okay.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
When
it
it
was like
first-
a super lo-fi. It was
Yeah.
everywhere, radio, everywhere.
Yeah. It was all over the place. But it first came out on this channel called Promoting Sounds, which I was into a lot.
On YouTube.
Yep. And before it was put on streaming, but it actually got taken down because the sample wasn't cleared.
Oh damn.
He was like, I DM'd him, explained to him what sample clearance was. And he was trying to figure out like, oh yeah, I was like, yeah, man, this is what you got to do. This is the issue. And then like he answered the DMs and shit and all like that. And then like there's like Paul Russell. That was somebody I followed him back in like 2018. He has that Boothang song. Like I don't know if I have DMs or not, but he followed me at one point too. Because again, like I was just super into following underground music, and I used to moderate the r/making hip hop subreddit too.
Okay.
Yeah, and that was a shit show, and I don't want to really. That was another different time, different person, which is also why I decided to change my rap name. But
It's so crazy to think about like past DMs you
The
might
Reddit
have with some
days?
crazy
Yeah.
people.
But,
like back in the day in Twitter, like you could talk to anybody and it
Yeah.
was so like crazy.
But anyways, long story short is all that time spent online trying to get tapped in with communities, trying to get in with like popping people didn't really do shit for me. So then the advice I got was like build with a local community and have a good live show. So I was like, cool. So I started going to open mics like end of 2020 maybe. Or no. It's closer to. I started going to open mics for like 6 months, and then just from being around the scene and just getting to talk to people naturally, I just started getting invited to shows. So so Sam, who does the booking for like Toby Raps, Janari Commit, Madstar, and Apostle Jones, I work with him at a venue. So we were just coworkers for a while, and then the topic of music came up, and he was like, "Yeah, I'm a manager." I'm like, "Oh shit, well I'm an artist." And then it was like, "Well, if you got an open slot sometime, put me on." So then that's how I got on that first show, and then from then on, I can't remember what happened then, but I got invited to a couple other shows, and I was like, you know what? I could probably just start putting on my own shows. And so I started doing that.
Nice.
So yeah, that's how that happened.
So you really just like you've been
Yeah, like
making,
how do you book so many events like all the time? Like you feel like you do them all the time. Like you always got something going on. Like every time I'm seeing your page, it's like you promoting some new shit.
Yeah. Well,
All the time, always active and working.
yeah. Well, the thing is that because I work as an engineer, a sound engineer, and a stagehand, I'm tapped in with a lot of the people who are at these venues. So like, I know the guy who books Crowbar. I've talked to and sometimes also just doesn't matter. You just got to send an email. Like you go on the website, you find the booking form. Like, oh, there we go. And then just hanging out with Sam and seeing how he ran his shows. Just like I was able to pick up on some things that he did. So it just, and also I took some music business classes in college. So put all that kind of put together, I was just like, okay. And then you just got to sometimes just got to try shit and see what works and see what doesn't.
You just say you went to music college?
Yeah. So I got my bachelor's degree in philosophy at Cleveland State University. But while I was there, I took a music business course. And then after Cleveland State, I got a recording arts degree at Tri-C.
So like, yeah, I've heard it. Like, what do you do with like the Tri-C like music school thing? How does that work? Is it just like a big studio in there?
There are several big studios in there. So they have.
I know they're really nice, but like, what like now that you're out here putting work in,
Yeah.
like in what ways like did the things like the way they taught you, like do you think it like benefits you now? Like, do you think it was worth it?
Oh, absolutely, 100%.
Because like, did it really teach you like how to do the stuff, or was it like from connections and like
combination of both? Two of the instructors that I had in there got me into the field. One of them I kind of picked up mixing gigs from him. The other one got me working at Jacobs, and then I kind of networked from there into other venues as a stagehand.
Which also now that you're doing the booking and stuff through that, so it's kind of like a chain reaction of stuff from going to school.
Correct.
So see, for those of you out there that think you just could just write shit off, like there's a path for you, like some college for some people is stupid. For other people, it's amazing. So, just don't be scared to try like whatever you think you got to do to make shit work, I don't know. I just feel like some people would be like very like anti, like, oh, music school is stupid, just like mix. Like I kind of feel that way personally for me as myself, but like it's really cool. Like you're a positive story of the guy who went, and yet you're like, yes.
Well, that's just the thing. It depends what kind of music school and why you're going.
Like
if
Full
you're
Sail?
going to college to learn how to use Ableton, that's stupid. That's very dumb and
Right.
why? But if you're going there to learn stuff like for instance, studio work, you can teach yourself a lot of things about studio work, but there's an advantage to going to college because they will have the actual studio facilities. Like, you might not be able to get yourself a patch bay. You definitely are going to be struggling to afford a 48-channel analog console. You're probably not going to have a tracking room. You're probably not going to have an arsenal of dozens of mics to see how they sound different and how to mic up a drum kit and how to... Like, one of the exercises we did, we put like 30 mics on a drum kit simultaneously.
Oh my God.
They had a drummer come and play the kit. We tracked it all in Pro Tools. And then we just spent like a whole day just A-Bing through the different mics, soloing them. Like, this is what the different overheads sound like. This is what the different kick mics sound like. And then you kind of develop an ear for that sort of thing.
See, so like, I guess like if we break down the school thing, like another step further is like, so like for your job working at as a stagehand and the way you engage with music,
yeah,
it's like perfect. Now, if you're someone who's like, yo, I want to like be an audio engineer and like record clients, like there's two paths. You have I want to go work at Lava Room or like be somebody's intern somewhere in the city, and then you just work with whatever kind of gear they got. So, but if like you're the kind of person like for me, like I just bought Interface and I got my fucking boots on, like
right.
So some people might go to school, learn all that, like you're testing 30 mics on like $200,000 SSL 48 channel thing, but then it's like, yo, like how do I make this focus right, just work right with Pro Tools in my headphones and not lag,
right?
And so I can track with plugins on and like recording with the headphones on and two headphones at once, and like, so there's definitely levels to it, but it seems like for you, college kind of gave you that boost over into a different kind of lane where for other people where like, you still record yourself, right?
Yeah. Well, that actually might be different now because in my new place, the acoustics and shit are different. So I might have to come to the WMHLIVE
or get a recording. But like, what I'm saying? So you still picked up those skills like over time with the smaller, lesser, more pro
for
gear.
sure. But like, for instance, there was a point I was going to make about this. I forgot already. Shit. Oh yeah. Actually, no. Here we go. Like, when I record myself, like I didn't know how to really comp properly. Like I would just record my shit on a separate track and then manually line it up versus using playlists. Like, and when I was recording, I didn't know how to use Pro Tools. I was recording at a different DAW. So getting to learn Pro Tools
now.
I'm not using Pro Tools now, but getting to like work in Pro Tools and kind of see the workflow, like the professional workflow, kind of taught me some stuff about how to edit better and all that. Although, granted, that's not necessarily limited to college, but just me going to college put me in an environment where I learned that and had to learn that.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't really, even when I record, I don't really comp. I just record on other tracks and I'll just like drag it up. Like, I mean, it's like the same kind of thing. I just, when you have to like click in and I don't know, it's just, I feel like it depends on who you're recording. Also, nowadays, like, I've gotten to the point where like every client I've educated them to like buy their own interface and their own microphone, you know, because it's like, yo, if you get an Apollo and a Neumann, like you're doing, like you'll save so much money. Like a lot of the time recording is money spent is the recording process. Like I can mix a song in an hour and it's like fire, you know. I don't need years and years to mix something. The recording process usually it takes the longest if you're a punch-in or you're writing or so if you spend the upfront money instead of at the studio to buy your own nice little Apollo and Neumann 102, you send it off, like, you know, it's really cool. Or you could come mix in person. Like that's ideal nowadays. I just think as like, at least me personally as an artist, I liked recording by myself too. Like, I don't like people being around. Like, some people love that studio, like, with the engineer, next to the engineer. So I'm still open to that kind of sessions, too. But lately, most of my work is the clients record themselves. And
really?
It's a great setup. Yeah.
Cool.
Well, like, think about it. Like, I'm not trying to, like, get in our engineers, like, out here working's pockets. But an artist really would benefit by spending that $1,000 on themselves.
Oh, for sure.
You know, you could still go record at the studio, like, and if you want that experience that day, but
can't you just submit transfer like the Pro Tools file? Or
yeah, you can do that
Pro
too.
Tools files.
I usually just ask for the stems though. I'll educate them a step further on how to bounce their stems with like, yo, if you put your own auto tune on here and you like have a crazy setting, like you can keep this, or how you keep like a reverb or effect you make, you know, it's like even deeper of a collab, you know, at that point, you know, or like some people like will put their own EQ on their own shit and then you just adjust it with like, you know, make sure it's good at the end, you know, just depends on the artist. Everyone's a little different, but I love that setup. It makes I don't know. It's just like the way it's just nice, you know, especially like, I love recording people, but I really don't enjoy like punch-in recording. So if you're like a punch-in artist, like I'm not the tracking engineer for you.
That's crazy.
It's a tracking job I probably don't want to take. No, or like I would teach you how to do it, and you could sit here with the nicest mic and do it, and I'll charge you less for tracking. You're just paying for the gear, like, you know, like I'm not a punch. I hate that. I hate that like super. Or like if it's like a freestyle and you punch in like every bar and you're just like, you know, I don't know.
Just like Detroit rap.
Well, no, but some guys can go more bars than like one. You know, there's like levels to it.
Yeah, they can rap.
There's levels to the perfectionism of punch-in artists.
Here's the question real quick for all the musical heads in the room. Do you think at this point that there are people who deliberately punch in just to mimic the feel of Detroit rap, even if they don't need to?
Absolutely.
Yeah. For sure. Well, I mean, like punching in's cool. Like, I'm not saying like
I'm
not saying
hits
it's
harder.
bad. I'm just saying as a tracking engineer,
If it
like
sounds good.
like if you're like I've been in and then you got to punch in club, and then you got to be like I'm here and then like if we're doing it like in a structured way and you like know what you're doing, I like that. But if it's just like you go till you fuck up and then we cut some off, then you go some more, and then it's like, oh, then we got to punch in here and there, and then like I don't like that. It's like, no disrespect to you as an artist if that's your craft, but I am not the tracking engineer for you. Take your business to one of the amazing studios in our city.
I feel like that's a majority of all
song,
sessions I've ever sat in. That's exactly how everybody gets into the booth. They like say like 3-4 bars, and then they're like, all right, keep this. I'm going to start back at fucking bar number 1 and redo it. I'm like,
no.
Not me.
Holy
Not me.
shit.
I get the phone out, I do 3 takes, and then I'm done.
I like that.
Like, I've just gotten to the point, like, when I recorded myself so much that I can literally just do a song. Like, okay, here's the verse, 3 takes of the verse. Okay, good. Here's the chorus. Okay, let's do 3 takes of the chorus. Okay, we're good. And then if I'm going to do layers, okay, I'm going to do layers.
so what's your writing process like then?
I mean, it really depends. Like, I don't have a singular writing process. Like, sometimes, like...
he goes on ChatGPT and he goes, like, make a Domingo kite song.
No. Like, okay, yeah, there's, like, 3 components. So sometimes, like, I'll just be chilling in the shower, or I'll be driving on the highway and shit, and I'll just come up with, like, a bar. and then I'll just and then I'll just like sometimes I'll just like subconsciously start making up words, and then I'll just like keep going with that in my mind, and then when I get some free time, I'll write that out on my phone. Other times I'll like take words or concepts that I think are they just tickle my brain, and then I just write them down in this big old swipe file. Like let's see what I got in my intriguing words and concepts file right now. So
He's got the list, Rob.
Yeah,
we
yeah.
haven't went through your list in a while, Rob.
And then I'll use this concept to be like a prompt. So I'll be like, okay, I'm gonna make a song specifically with this title. Where is my?
So do you make songs like before you hear a beat?
Oh yeah, usually the beat comes after the song.
Really?
This is why I self-produce so much, because usually I'll write the lyrics and I hear the beat and then I make the beat to match the lyrics.
Wow.
It's not.
That's not like a bad process though.
No.
Like I like that. Like you're
Yeah.
like, you know.
Okay, so here, I found the file. So it's called Song Titles and Evocative Words and Phrases. So we have Yeti, Padlock, Don't Tell the Tourists, Blue Shell, Replica Swag, Pirate's Life for Me, Sneaker Stealing with Complex, Bobby Bonilla, Yellow Teeth, The Mumbles, Albert Bell, Chupacabra, You Offer to the Shrine, but Gain Nothing. So then I just collect like all these words and phrases that are interesting, and then I either turn them into bars or I turn them into titles for songs or concepts for songs and just kind of work off of that as a jumping off point.
Did you say sneaker stealing with Complex?
Yes, I did.
That's
And
funny as fuck.
that's actually a bar. I turned that into a bar on this song I'm working on called Sucker Punch.
Is that dropping sooner? Or is that like part of a project?
It's part of a project that I've been meaning to put out, but I haven't been able to finish it and mix it. So yeah.
All right, and then Domingo, where can they find you? Like, if anyone hasn't seen you on the podcast or in general before, how can they get connected and plugged in with you, whether it's in real life or through your music?
On the socials, it's Domingo Kite 216, Domingo Kite on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music, and all that. I don't have a ton of like content on social media right now, but once I'm settled into my new place, I'm probably going to step up my game and do some like a lot more stuff in regards to that. Just because like right now my page is mostly just like promoting songs and shows, and it's not terribly interesting to look at in my opinion. And just like I have all these ideas for shit I want to do, but I just haven't gotten around to doing them. And I think now that I'm in my own place and can get a setup going where I could there's a lot less creative friction.
Trust
so I think
me.
I can get a lot.
You're
more
moving
done.
out of your parents' house, right?
That's correct.
Yeah, bro. You're gonna be tapped in. You have roommates, or you get the solo spot?
I got housemates, but like I got my own room and shit.
Is it like people you know?
Yeah,
or is
yeah.
it
So the guy I'm renting from, I've been like I've run sound for him. I played shows with him. I've been his road
Have you
manager
figured,
for a show.
So you know you can be loud there yet? Do you
Oh
know?
yeah, oh yeah.
Dude, because like I don't know how we got by in Little Italy. Like we had the studio going crazy. Like there was
Yeah.
only one time they beat the ceiling. Like
Really?
and I had these speakers like, you know, and like you saw. You know, some of you guys have seen the old spot, man. It was like tight. It was
Yeah.
like house on a house next to a house. Like you open the window, we were this far apart from each other.
That's crazy.
You know, and
Yeah.
like we had this like me and Adi Ray, like we'd have like 20 guys in there. Just
How would you do
turn-
that? There's like no parking in Little Italy.
I know. It was a time,
They was
man.
dedicated.
It used
back
to be
then.
a very like weird walk from like around like down the street or like
Depending
around
how
the
far
corner.
down towards a
that
120
walk-
and a 123rd you had to park.
Bro, that walk
Because they
when
used to
there
have the
was
abandoned
snow-
building there.
Yeah, when you had to walk in the snow, bro, like you heard every step, and it was just like, man, dude, like that walk at night was like at dude, I was like 16, bro. That shit was scary. I'm not gonna lie. I
Yeah,
think I was
so
like 17 actually.
so they can find you at Domingo. It's
just
Domingo
at
Kite.
night.
That's what it is on your Instagram handle.
Domingo Kite
Domingo
216 on
216, yep.
Instagram, Twitter, and then it might be my TikTok. I haven't made a TikTok in a hot minute though, but I might get back into
It's
that
hard
too.
to post on all these things, you know.
Yeah.
All right, yeah, that's awesome. Glad we got to get to know a little more. I got a couple other music things to get into, and there's a little bit of sidebarring going on.
Rob
I'm
don't know
getting
how to
ready
act now.
He don't know how to act. He's sitting back. He's barely up to his mic.
No, but when I'm talking,
He's
I
back there
talk.
just like mumbling, like
When I talk, I talk.
you know, like
The
over
table
there.
get people
man.
acting different.
head.
He's acting different, man.
me angry, bro.
What's next, man? He acting different, man. Fuck.
Out of my head, bro.
Rob
right.
think he a comedian up here at the table.
I'm just geeking, bro.
All right,
I
but
might do some stand-up comedy
just
too. I'm
geeking,
thinking about getting
that's
into
all.
that.
that would be fire. I actually know this dude named Tom. He does stand-up comedy and he makes guitar music. I've been trying to get him in the studio for a while. Like,
A Will's Music House stand-up live show.
that'd be cool. Like, I'd be
would be
down to do,
fire.
or like, it's like Will's House Live. We could do comedy. I mean, it's not like, that's like anyone who's hit me up. Like, we could do band.
My
It's
dude
not just
Jeff ever
rappers,
pull
you
up,
know?
bro,
We
I'm
could do
telling
whatever.
you, it's gonna be.
Yeah.
And like y'all see the new setup over there, like we could do video games, like Madden tournament, 2K tournament. Like we could do like a live stream.
We
that's
gotta
not the
do our own
podcast.
version of
Jeff on
like Kill
2K.
Tony on here.
Okay, yeah.
Me and Will still
Facts.
gotta
I'm with
play
it.
Magic live.
Magic the
Yeah.
Gathering, you guys Magic the Gathering fans? I'm with whatever. Like we gonna make it happen. But I want to get into this other story that I had.
You play Magic
Saved.
Gathering?
A long time ago, but I see Will play it, so I was like, damn, let me
Okay.
play Will.
Oh yeah, you can get Magic online too. We could
Yeah,
play
yeah.
online.
Oh, I
Play
did
the
see that.
mobile?
It's good. You're just gonna spend like $200 on your cards. Like,
Dude,
come
they
on.
got Pokemon TCG.
Yeah, they've been
mobile.
tapped in with the Pokemon game.
Fire.
That shit been going hard.
Are the cards like you just buy them and you can't?
Well, no, you just get like daily points, but then like the more you like play in battle, like
get, like-
you'll get like points to get packs.
Can you sell the cards for more points, or you just get it?
No, you just keep collecting like the
There's
whole
no
time.
real
no. Like, it's
reselling
just
game.
dope.
Yeah,
You
but there's
just
no
keep-
resell with them
There's
at
like
all.
all these different.
Maybe you could sell your
collections.
account. You know.
Probably.
There's like all these different like collections, and you get points too
You
for like
freaking me
completing
out.
collections.
All right. I just had a notification over here. If that's what you were talking about, Brody. But
No, I was talking about Marcus.
oh yeah, whatever. That's Marcus. You know. So I wanted to get into this story. UMG is suing TuneCore and Believe for $500 million. A self-distro model for $20 a year might have a problem. This is what happened. UMG is accusing TuneCore, parent company Believe, of industrial-scale copyright infringement for distributing sped-up tracks and altered versions under names like Kendrick Lamar or Ariana Grande. They contend they're aware of the fraud. Distributors like TuneCore and DistroKid have been easy and cheap for anyone to release music. $20 a year, all you can release, no questions asked. It's where hundreds of millions of these songs came from, many of which no one ever even heard, but the industry is cracking down on it, installing a new minimum streams threshold, fraud penalties for distributors, and a $500 million lawsuit. So, I don't know. I just wanted to bring that up. Anyone has anything they want to chime in on that story?
I feel like it makes sense though, because you ever seen the videos where they talk about like if you make like a random like 30-second beat and upload it to Spotify and just have a bot listen to it for like 24 hours out of the day, you can make X amount of dollars, and it's like a ridiculous amount of money just to pay for a bot to just stream your 30-second song over and over for a full day. So I don't know. It makes sense for them to like start cracking
Fuck,
down.
you could do that?
Yeah, you
Yeah.
didn't know about that?
Another thing, Marcus, people were
What the
doing
fuck?
is if a sound was like taken off on TikTok and those people didn't already have it like copyrighted and uploaded, the people just upload it themselves, and like then they were the owner of it and like just stealing it from people and like taking the rights away from them.
So like I feel like this is like the initiative to start cracking down on like
What do you think about that minimum streams threshold?
I don't know, they kind of
It's
like
a little gatekeepy, don't
Yeah.
you think?
For what?
For
So-
uploading on any of the distros.
Well, no, the way it works is they're not going to pay out till you cross 1,000 streams. That's what I understand what it was.
Oh,
I
so
like
they're-
that. See, Domingo, we talked about this once, and I've had some people push back on me, and they didn't like the opinion that like I don't think the artists who are using DistroKid until you hit a threshold should get paid shit, because if you're hitting like 10,000 plays or whatever, if you're not paying everybody who's getting less than the 10,000, all that stuff can go to artists that people are like really getting listened to a little bit more. Like you cut off some from the bottom. Like, I don't know. Like, bro, like if my song gets like 20 plays a year, like do I really need the 30 cents? Like,
You're not going to get 30 cents
Right.
off of 20 plays.
I know,
brother.
but
You're
you know,
getting, like,
I'm just, like-
30 cents.
but that's what I'm saying. Like all that shit, like, you know, so I
you
don't know.
pay more just to issue the check than it you know,
'Cause
you're making.
Yeah, and the cost of your song uploaded on their server, like, you know,
Right.
like I don't know. I'm not saying like little artists need to get screwed, but like you shouldn't rely on streaming as income. Like sell a NFT or like, you know,
Let's
like
get realistic.
sell a show, like put your art on the blockchain, sell that to somebody. Like they got Zora out here. I've made like $15, people collecting a picture with my beat on it. Like who cares? It's fire. It's right on the eye, you know, like there's other ways to make money out here. You could, this one dude I met, Todd Zach Jr., like I never heard
Shout
of
out
him.
Todd.
Never seen his music anywhere, but like he showed me he sold all these songs like when he was putting his album out.
Yeah.
And he made a bunch of money off music, and it's because you go direct to consumer. So on artists, it's up to us to get our money right and have our business in order.
I forgot Todd did that, and it was like such a crazy concept when I remember I saw him do that. But he was like making a ton of money, and he was like, it's direct to consumer. I'm cutting out the middleman. So it was cool to see him do that. And like I said, he probably made a shit ton of money off that because his music's not good.
Yeah, he was fire. I met him one time with West Will. I was looking through all these old clips from doing the channel, and they were here one time, and it was cool. Yeah, I was watching it back, a little behind the scenes. So yeah, so that was the UMG story. You know, just interesting thing going on. And then we also had Dave Blunt's first concert. Yeah, you know, he was sitting there.
Love us some Dave Blunt.
Is he short? Is he like 5'1"?
He's like average height, I want to say.
No, he's got to be like 5'1", right?
He's pretty short, I think.
How, Rob? You're the Dave Blunt's expert. How tall?
I don't know this dude's height.
Can we
You got a
Google it?
phone,
Can you
Rob.
pull it up?
He looked like he like.
I need Will to just hit the Google.
see.
Well, I don't
He
even
looked
know
like
if
he
Google
like
would have it.
5'10".
He's not that big.
Well, he's
I've
quite
been
big. What are you
seeing
talking
him.
about?
Well,
Right? He's big as
big,
fuck.
but he's like, I'm not thinking like he got a wig.
6'2".
He ain't 6'2".
Dude, that means he's like, bro, he's got to be like 700 pounds.
If he's
6'2" and that big,
He's definitely not 6'2".
bro, I seen the picture of him like there, like he like looked like bro, he looked like he couldn't be more than 5 feet tall.
6'4" now.
Oh my god, I
Are
saw
you asking
6'2".
Chat GPT or what?
You're right, dude. I gotta find the.
Someone tweet Dave Blunt right now. How tall are you?
Right, we're trying to find out, Dave.
I would, but I just used up my data.
He already dropped a little diss.
Now I see 5'11". So he's got to be.
Told
like
you 6 foot. I told you. Like,
Yeah, so he did his first show. Let's see if
Look
he's
at
got the video.
Hold
Yeah,
on,
compare
hold
it-
on.
hold on,
Compare
hold
it to
on,
like
Hold on.
Is that Georgiana? Scroll down.
Dave Blunt story. There's got to be a famous person he next to.
Like he's talking that shit.
Can't put down the cup.
Dude, the video of him
Talking that
performing
shit in
was so
there.
ridiculous.
He performed sitting down the whole entire time, and then there's a clip of him outside the venue just fucking.
Yeah, like
beat sweat.
passing out.
Hey,
dude.
look, he with WAP. Posted up with WAP.
Yeah, so shout out Dave, man. I mean,
Wow.
Innexh called it, man.
Is he with
no one
Lil
was
Wop?
talking about Dave Blunts before Innexh,
Oh, wow.
so I gotta stand on business for
Yeah,
that.
he about to drop some bangers. Look at that. He about to get a little publishing deal or something. I don't know.
Can I be early on on an artist on this podcast?
Yeah.
All right. Leon Knight. Anybody seen Leon Knight's On the Radar performance?
This is something on the radar.
I feel like it sounds familiar, but
Yeah, it's going viral. It's been heating up. Dudes getting like industry connections and shit off this. I'm gonna call myself early on Leon Knight.
Okay.
All right,
On
it's
the
only got
radar-
6K.
Yeah.
On the Radar been having a lot of like, you know, they've been putting some small artists on.
Yeah.
Who we just talking about? Georgiana. Hey man, hey bro, I've seen that shit everywhere.
It's not coming through speakers. I was just like playing through it for a second.
Okay.
This dude looks like Prince.
Okay, I think I did see some
This
shit
dude look
about
like
that.
Rick James.
You need to play that 1900 Rugrat.
Oh, that's a 5-year-old song, dude. This dude's been at it, bro.
Yeah.
What the fuck? All right, well, we're subbing to Leon Knight, you know.
Yeah.
Dude, I mean, it's like when you look through Tommy Richmond and like Shabuzi shit, they got shit from like that long ago too, and like some of it's still fire, like their old shit.
I mean, it's crazy because I was bumping what's the song called? Bunker Pre-Roll, which is like My Name Is in J-Mac featuring Tommy Richmond. Like a whole I had that in rotation like a whole year before the whole thing that the $1 Million Baby blew up. Like I was hip to Tommy Richmond. I heard that Hyena album before.
Dude, he's fire.
I wanna talk
I really
my shit.
I really liked his album. Like, I really liked it. I told a couple people to listen to it. I don't know if they did,
I
but
listened to the album.
I don't tell people to listen to shit, you know. And I listened to it, and I genuinely really liked it. I thought it was good.
Are we late enough in the year to do our album of the year picks?
No, No, I don't think so. I'm almost. I mean, I guess it's November, but like, I don't know. It's like obviously we could like give it to some artists and be like biased about it.
Yeah.
You know, but like if we really look at the numbers, the streams, the placements on the charts, I mean, it's some stiff competition to knock Sabrina Carpenter off with her album, because whether you like her music or not, like she's had like 4 songs in the top 10 all year. Like,
Yep.
it's insane. Like,
Can you even?
it's
put
unbelievable.
Chapel,
It's unbelievable.
Pop
like,
music's just up. Like, could you even put Chapel Roan's Midwest Princess in this year?
well, I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, if you're giving it off of like enjoying the artist, the fact they broke through or whatever,
Yeah.
you can do that. But like, I just think the fact she's had like 4 songs off that album since it came out in the top 100 is just insane. Like, or the top 10, like, it's insane.
I do want to put some Sabrina Carpenter hate out there. I don't like the fact that she was nominated for Best New Artist on the Grammys and she got like fucking 4 projects out. She's
been out for a long time.
I don't like that she was like on Best New Artist. I feel like you could only do
like
best.
people weren't hip though.
She was still a Disney Channel star.
Yeah.
She had a high publicity. I feel like for you to be Best New Artist, you have to be.
It's like Chapel Roan though. Like she really just
she should win it.
But she's been making music for a while too. She was smaller.
How many albums does she have though? I don't think she has more than 2.
I think she's got 2 under her current name, and like under her old name, she had music too and publicity and stuff, but it was under her like real Gov name. You know.
All right,
I seen the thing, so I mean,
that's what I'm always like. If Best New
I never
Artist should
heard
be
of
like,
Sabrina Carpenter till this year. I was not hip.
I was not hip either.
Me neither.
No cap. But like when I vaguely remember seeing like the Disney Channel commercials and her being on
I was
it.
like too old too. I didn't watch her on Disney Channel.
I was like watching. Like I feel like I seen like the commercials pop up.
Like if we were talking about Selena Gomez, that would make more sense because that was like when I was a kid. Like, but she never really got popular like that.
I'd be forgetting because I think like me, like Sabrina Carpenter's the same age as me as Marcus. She might be like 25.
Dude, I mean that's just crazy having 4 songs in the top 10, like
I will say it's
all
pretty hard.
year.
I would still give it to Chapel Roan, Best New Artist at the Grammys, no lie. Who else is on that list? A lot of weirdos, I think.
But yeah, sorry, Domingo, you brought that up. So who would you pick? Or best album, whatever was the best album we were talking about? Yeah, best album.
Yeah, I mean, I got a list, but like,
Don't get poisoned by what I said either.
Oh no, I already got a pick for you. It's 2-star on the Dream Police by McGee. That's my favorite album of the year.
I think we might have watched something by that last time.
I think I mentioned them last time, but
yeah.
if not,
it was fire. If it's what I think it was really fire.
Yeah, and if it's not that, it would be "I Lay Down My Life for You" by JPEG Mafia, because like those 2 albums I have listened to so much this year, like over and over and over again.
I'm gonna have to tap
Oh,
in with
dude.
those.
If you have not listened to the JPEG Mafia album, it is.
I never like listened to that artist in general, honestly.
I'm holding out for Playboy Cardi to drop next month. I'm holding out. I'm holding out before I give out.
I got a bridge to sell you, my guy.
Dude, stop it, dude. I'm telling you, he only drops when Trump's president.
Bro,
Trump just won the election.
this
He
dude's
dropping.
Do you know what's crazy though, guys?
He's
Like,
been talking about this for the past few months, bro. This dude's just gonna keep pushing that
Hey,
shit back.
that's why Tory Lane's still locked up. I don't want to hear nothing about it.
Whoa.
Your music
Yo.
choice.
well, no, actually,
Dude, Tory Lanez
I saw.
just dropped like 5 projects
And-
over the last 2 years. Cardi still dropped shit. Like,
Yeah,
Stop
he really
it.
dropped from jail. Like, Brody, you have nothing to stand on over.
5
Will.
times more from jail
Yo,
than Cardi's
Will.
done.
Cardi
Will.
has been significantly more popular with the less he's done. He's only dropped 5 songs on YouTube this year.
Can we
Stop it. And some features.
Can we get them to hear the Tory Lanez Nate No. 8 freestyle that I put into the Discord?
I'll post it in the. It's by Tory Lanez. You said.
No. It's by Nate No. 8.
Oh.
It's a diss.
Let's see.
I don't know if I'd call it a diss. This is why I want them to hear it.
Let's see. Maybe.
It don't matter.
It depends
about
if it's
who's
safe
locked
for
up, who
stream.
not. Thug free.
No, it's. I mean,
Where is it at?
It's on X or Twitter.
Slime home.
Where I find that?
It should be on the Discord in the Share Music channel.
Oh, in our Discord. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you said you posted it. Let me
Yeah.
see.
Is Tory Lane's gonna get out though? He gonna beat his case like Thug did?
I don't think so.
Me either.
It's a gun charge.
It don't matter.
Oh, this is Leon Knight.
Yeah.
The shooting, it's a gun charge.
Nate.
YSL steal the goat.
Where
Go
is
to
it?
It should be the
Attorneys
one
is a
posted
gun
right above
charge.
Leon Knight.
Oh, bet.
Yeah.
Oh, the RoboBug freestyle.
No. The one above that one. Although Robobug freestyle is funny as hell too.
Let's see.
Yeah, that one.
gotta fight his lawyer. Megan done paid off the jury. If I was Tory Lanez when I got out, I'd have Megan buried. If I was Tory Lanez, I'd turn to Tay. Ain't be the case, so do the race then. Take Tory Lanez and let Young Thug out that cage then. If Megan Thee Stallion had told me my music was trash, I would've shot her in the hands, feet, and in the ass. Dr. Miami with that stick. I know the Lanez family sick. Tory, get inside that cell, they gon' let that Glock dookie spit. I don't care if he shot her. His music dookie watered. Who's listening to Tory Lanez? Why he aim at feet and not at brains? Losers listen to Tory Lanez. Bad pet owners listen to Tory Lanez. Those who wear flannel listen to Tory Lanez. Not listen to Tory Lanez. Tory Lanez a better man
see
than
this
me. If
dude?
Megan
That's why it's
disrespect
fuck
me,
Brody.
I put Megan all up on the tee. Bow, 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 right up in the knee. I know Kylie Jenner influenced that shooting. That means Kris Kardashian.
What'd you say, Innexh? That you said it's why it's fuck Brody.
That's why it's fuck Brody.
But Domingo wanted to play this.
I stand on it.
Brody threw a shot.
Jury verdict. Should have said a few more prayers. He shot her, but he still hit. He ain't beat his case, but he still hit. Should have hit the studio, made a hit. The baby canceled, but still rich. Now Tory Lanez doing the Crybaby. I like Megan's song, The Crybaby. I don't like the baby feature at all. I don't like one Tory Lanez or baby song. Name one Tory Lanez song.
This sound like You Know Miles.
No, you know Miles raps are way worse than that. Dude, I was on the You Know Miles early as fuck. Like, and I cannot believe how his shit went. Like, bro,
I'm in Hong
what?
Kong?
Hong Kong.
This the sound of a bag.
Dude got a song with Kanye West now.
I know. Dude, he really rode that lane like crazy. Pause.
He,
But
he was at Mayhall's. Tickets were $45.
Bro,
to
oh
see
yeah, I
him at
forgot he was in
Mayhall's.
Cleveland. I don't know how the fuck I missed that.
We had sent it to like the chat like 2 days before, and I'm looking at tickets. They was like $90, and I'm like,
I bet.